Oh, we live? Shit. Oh, good to be. Damn, I got a dirty. There's water spots and shit.
Got that Lake Erie water. It's,
So you always gotta expect, like, it's just a habit, expecting some cups.
Awesome.
Taste. I just want a little taste. See what it tastes like. Laura, you want to get you want some jungle juice? Yeah.
Sounds racist.
It's just look. I can't explain. It's juice with alcohol in it. What more do I need to say?
What do you know? What?
Juice with alcohol.
How is jungle juice racist? You never heard of jungle juice?
Let me show you what it smells like here. I can't tell what alcohol in there, so it must be blended good.
Oh man, I do. I'm pretty nice at what I do.
See, let me taste it though. I can't really. I can taste the grapefruit.
It's orange, not orange and lime.
What's the? I don't know. I can't taste the alcohol.
Good. That's the point. That is the point, my good man. That is the point. The next thing you know, you think you LeBron James at the basketball court in college. That's my own personal story. I went to college in Connecticut, and for some reason out there in Connecticut they don't drink Hennessy. Like they don't drink Hennessy. They don't know what Hennessy is. Now, granted, I was 18, so I probably shouldn't have known either. But they have no idea. And so I'm like, let's go get some Hennessy. So we go. Just so happens it's a liquor store right behind the dorms. You know what I'm saying? We go to the liquor store. We get like a fifth. We all, college kids, we broke, so we all put in. We get a fifth of hen, and I'm not the drinker of the crew. Everybody else is like smokers, but they dabble. And got fucked up. At least I did. I'm like, y'all niggas bullshitting. And the next thing I knew, I thought it was LeBron James. We had a basketball court inside of our dorms, and you should not play basketball after you drink a bunch of Hennessy. Like, you just shouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you said, it's the smokers of the group, then it was the drinkers. Not playing basketball after you done drunk some hen, hell no. But nigga, after you roll some greenery up, nigga, and you go hoop, the hoop set, like, how you might be serious and when you hooping or playing a sport like me, I'd be serious. But after you spark up, like, you having fun, you don't care if you turning over the ball, nothing.
You just don't care about it?
It's just fun. You laughing, having a good time on the court.
I like that.
But you be focused. Like, that's why.
You be focused?
Yeah, but that's why I see why a good majority, allegedly, of people in the NBA, spark up. So, allegedly. So I can see, because but sometimes, like, let's say if you're on a road trip, you go through Denver, you go through Cali, like, you having some bad games.
No. Wonder why. Nowadays, I guess.
And they said JR was on hand. No. No, he was not during the game. No.
JR was talking about it. It very well could have been.
I don't think he said. Hey, you know who said they was drinking during the game? Well, they take a shot during the game. They said before the game. What's he running back that used to play for the Redskins?
long?
Like a minute ago. Not long ago, but like a good minute ago.
Clinton Portis?
Yes, maybe. I think it was him. A couple other guys they used to take a shot before the game, but somebody on that team died or something like that. So they was doing it really in a memorial to him. And the coach got mad because they was taking a shot before the game. But it's like you playing football. It's like one shot ain't gonna really.
I mean, you'll burn it up.
Yeah, but instantly.
I don't know. But, you can't be out there throwing though. I know plenty of people, high school football, that was like niggas that smoke and then go practice or smoke and then go to the game. Like how do you have energy? How do you have energy to do that?
Like, right? I understand. Like it's, I don't know, drinking and smoking, it's different. You never partook, in it, so it's like it's hard to understand. But it ain't like drinking, like it really throw you off, like it really changed like your perception for real and shit. You know what I'm saying? But you can't really. That's why you can't drink and drive. You can't function. Like you can't drink and drive. You can't.
I can.
But I'm just saying, like it's one of those things that really prohibit you from, doing the activity. As far as like if you spark some greenery, you'll be. Be able to go get through your day, depending on what kind of type of grinning you had, because some gonna put you out.
Y'all niggas is making excuses. Like, oh man, no, it helped me funk. No, forget the.
But I mean, if I was playing a championship game, no, not at all. Like through the regular season, though, it's a long ass regular season. 82 games, you get hurt, you sore. Come on now. Back-to-back games. Hell no.
That's true. Hold on, y'all. We're going to get going in a second. Just trying to share these links and stuff.
Hey, to Shira, she's going to say, yeah, what's up, Grandpa? What type of
y'all got today?
What type of y'all got today?
Ain't that old. Byron is.
I ain't that old. I'm still young. I'm young in mind. That's all that I feel young. And I can't reply.
Like 36, man. You feel younger than mine at 36?
Hell no, I ain't no 36. Hell no, I'm not close to 36. In my mind. Like, in my mind, everybody, like I'm still 21 for real.
It's just not true though. That's a great question. That's a great question.
I mean, I don't know what we're gonna talk about. Like, so it's a lot to talk about, but we just can't just hop in it yet.
Well, just because maybe so much stuff going on. Like a lot of people wanted to talk about that the R. Kelly situation. We kind of touched on that yesterday a little bit.
Did you watch any episode yet?
No,
we can't really truly talk.
No, I was gonna watch it. I'm like, I don't want it to affect my view, and you know what I'm saying? Because my view is not specifically about him and these women. It ain't specifically about this situation.
What is your view though?
The view is if you agree to something. Like, first off, nobody said that he kidnapped him or held him hostage. You know what I'm saying?
Who said that?
Nobody on that video said that.
What video?
On the R. Kelly.
No, see, ladies and gentlemen, he didn't watch the R. Kelly.
Nobody.
He didn't watch the R. Kelly. Like you gotta.
Who said that then?
Huh?
Who said that?
Man, look. Man.
No. Who said that they couldn't? That they was held captive or kidnapped or couldn't leave?
No, they're not held. They're not held captive.
Well, leave then.
You know what I'm saying? But
leave.
We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it as why mentally you see it every day. Like you might meet a young lady and she tell you she got a boyfriend and the way she's talking about him, like this nigga is a lame. Like obviously, like I can talk to her and she get to talking and she say he punched me or he says the worst things imaginable to me and you say like why don't you leave this nigga? Like it's just, I mean, we just what we got going on right now is just comfortable, and I just don't want to stop. It's just comfortable. Mm-hmm. But why would you stay with this man? They're not R. Kelly. They don't have millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? They're not paying. Come on, man.
Yeah, you not R. Kelly. You don't got millions of dollars, but you would.
But it's more than money. Was keeping.
Just influence.
No, it's not influence. It's mental control. Like you can't forget that R. Kelly was born in Chicago, like home of the pimps. Like that's all they have there is pimps. So you can't tell me. First of all, his childhood of him being molested, he had that side. So that's why he liked the young girls and stuff. And then some pimp had to tell this nigga some type of game on something, and he used that to lure these 14, 15, 16-year-old, 17-year-old girls into what he wanted to do. And then the nigga got smart after he got caught on that tape. And then he started off talking to him young. And then when they 17, because some states is 17, it's legal to have sex with a 17-year-old, or some states is 18. And trust me, this nigga know that. So meet a 17-year-old, the parents is like, what the fuck? She's still in high school, and you talking about you gonna make her into a big singer. Next thing you know, they don't see her for the next 3-4 years. But like I said, you didn't watch the documentary.
I did.
So one of the, I'm just gonna say this since you didn't watch it. One of the parents, one of the girls who was in his little, I'm gonna call it a sex slave thing because that's what the shit was.
The most recent thing.
It wasn't locked up in chains or whatever, but they was on some sex slave shit. So one of the mothers had to go to LA to film her segment or her story. Mm-hmm. And she heard that her daughter was there in LA because she saw the TMZ video and it was in LA. Mm-hmm. And her daughter was off to the side, not saying one word. And the other girl was the main one speaking because that girl's parents said she ain't been home in so long, we can't talk to her, whatever. But the girl was coming out talking like, I'm fine, I'm not kidnapped, whatever, I do whatever I want to do. So she went to LA on Mother's Day. I guess she got a tip of what hotel she was staying in or something. So she went in the hotel, told the manager, like, it's Mother's Day, I want to surprise my daughter, whatever. So usually in those instances, a hotel would be like, hell no.
Supposed to say no. So.
But I guess since it was Mother's Day, like he was like, all right, that's cool, So he led her up to the room, got to the room. The girl opened the door, was just in shock, like what? Like confused.
She was surprised.
No, but look, confused. So the girl, she hugged her, and then the girl said, I gotta go. So closed the door. So I guess the mother, she called up to the room. I was trying to get her to come down. She was like, I'm gonna, come back at like 5 or 6, and then I'm gonna meet you down there. So she come back a little bit before that, and they say, the manager's like, come in the office. I want to speak to you. She was like, girl said that you're not her mother, and we want to, and she filed a police report, and if you come on the property, it's trespassing, and the cops gonna come take you to jail, right? Mm-hmm. So the mother left, but she wasn't giving up. So, she still, called, got through and talked to her on the phone, and the girl came out and grabbed her, and they ran out the motherfucking hotel. But 3 days later, the girl went back, and then she finally completely left. Like, these girls is mentally fucked up. Like, why? If you see a mother, why you could be like, "Hey, what's up? Like, I knew you was coming to see me at this hotel."
No, it was a surprise, right?
Hell no, it was no surprise, man. Oh man, hell no.
I don't know.
No, fuck that nigga R. Kelly, man.
No, look, hey, I'll say this: I'm not justifying. That's from.
Oh shit.
Not me.
Thank you. I'm opening up in a second. What is this?
This is supposed to be yours too, but. R. Kelly this is supposed to be a birthday present.
It's gonna have to be cracked open, huh?
Some free advertisement for Jack Daniels.
It says
it does the Cavs edition.
Oh
so
man,
you can't. It's hard to
What's
beat
up?
that though.
You can speak. Don't be scared.
So let me go ahead. First off, let me say this that I'm not I'm not like a R. Kelly fan or supporter. None of that stuff. I'm not defending nothing that he did. I'm also not a social worker. I'm not a counselor. We got other shows on ePIFFany Media for that. This ain't this show. But when you start allowing people, when you give people the freedom to be able to leave, like I understand the mental stuff, the mental part of it, the parts where, you know, saying like you don't feel like you can make the decision for yourself, but man, but in the first place though, the young kid stuff, like the young girls, like that is what it is. Like there's nothing that can be said about that. But when you a grown woman, or you're even young, but still a grown woman, like you know R. Kelly, like you understand, you know what I'm saying, that you are going to him, to be with him or whatever, because he's R. Kelly, because he has money, because he has influence, because he's R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? So, although it is, you know, like deeper on the surface than just, you know, him taking normal people or whatever. But at the same time, like you went and did that because he's R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, thank you for this wonderful gift.
I got ice, nigga.
I was just about to rush it out.
Let the alcohol do it.
You worked in the factory before. See how the conditions are.
Yeah, you're right. They do prey on people. Predators, all predators prey on people's weaknesses. Like I'm not arguing or disputing that at all. But like at the same time though, you know who R. Kelly is, and you know what R. Kelly can potentially do for you, and that's R. Kelly. Like
that's how he was luring them in, all the girls in, though. Or super fans though. It was fans. That's how he lured them. Oh, that R. Kelly, he ain't raped this and that. You know, he can't do that. If you still got, you know, if you go to an R. Kelly concert or R. Kelly event or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and you just a fan or whatever, and he offered you the opportunity to sleep with him, right? Like women would do it because that's R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Like, but no, like he didn't rape no women. Like he didn't say, "Hey, I'm taking it." Like you know what I'm saying? Like he said, R. Kelly. Like, do you want to go back to the room or whatever? And then that went down steps to something else. Like, but that's R. Kelly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you did it because that's R. Kelly. You didn't, like, if a normal nigga walk up to you and be like, hey, I'm trying to smash tonight. Like, let's go to the hotel tonight. Some women say yes, some women say no. You know what I'm saying? But more women will say yes to R. Kelly because he's R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? But, all right, so you meet R. Kelly. You know, so some of the girls meeting R. Kelly, and you know they fly out to different cities. He was different cities that he was performing in. You know, kicking with him, sleep with him, whatever. And then he was like, you know, I got other girls, and we all like a big family.
Yeah.
Right. And he told the one girl, you know, let's go downstairs. And then she said she met the girl that was in the video. But she asked him, like, is any of that true? Of course he said no. And of course she said no. Of course he said no, but then, you know, come to find out shit was true. But this is what I wanted to say. Now, if you met you met this guy or whatever, and you know, y'all dating and this and that, and you know, you move into his house and he say, you got to ask me to go to the bathroom.
You like, no, this ain't for me. I'm out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You got to ask me to go to the bathroom, or I'm telling you can't eat for 3 days.
Well, that's not for me. I'm out of here. I'll leave. That's okay.
But it's not that easy because when she first met the nigga, you know, she was in love with him, this and that. Everything was good. So she, you know, if she in love with him, it's like a woman mindset is different than a man's when it comes to relationships. Like a nigga can get up and leave and not think about your ass for the rest of eternity. But women it's a totally different process. So he used weak women who already had weak minds that was already abused before, and just destroyed them.
Yeah, then the circle of abuse continue. Like, yes, I understand that. Hey, shout out to Pepsi, even though we're doing this.
Yeah, shout out to them because they keep our drinks cold.
They do. Shout out to that cooler y'all sent us. Yeah, like it's. I don't know if this is the. Maybe we shouldn't plug them while we're talking about R. Kelly.
They don't want to be associated with that like that right now.
Give us a second. Like, we're gonna dive into our comments because I see Ebony J from Four Dope Therapist. She posting from Four Dope Therapist.
Four Dope Therapist or Conversation with Ebony J, whichever you want to.
She's synonymous with both of them. I don't know if you want to call it. You want to straight pause. Like, so anyway, look, I'm not saying that it's easy. I'm not saying that mental manipulation is not a real thing. I'm not saying that women have, I don't want to say more feelings, but they're more emotional than guys are. Like, so I understand that. Like, but that's art. Like, but the reason you went in the first place, though, that you didn't go with like, oh, I'm gonna change R. Kelly's mind. Like, nigga, I'm gonna make him. I'm gonna be the one that's gonna marry him and settle him down.
Hold on, I just want to ask you before I respond. You fucking with R. Kelly music still? Fucking with him?
I can make good music, though. I'll say this. I never like listened to like none of his albums like per se. I'm not a real R&B type dude.
But you listen to enough songs that could like make
three albums. I listen to enough songs that R. Kelly is a part of to make an album. Yes, I heard some R. Kelly today, and I'm like, nigga, like, man, it was what was it R. Kelly and Snoop Dogg? That's that shit off the Blue Carpet Treatment. Like, the nigga can sing, like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, as a person, he a shitty person, and I'm not defending him or none of that stuff. But when it comes to making that music, though, the nigga can make hits. I can't even. He write songs for people, like he make hits.
I mean, I can't argue with you on that. Like, everybody know nigga come out with some, you don't see nothing wrong with bump and grind type songs, or he can, I believe I can fly type songs, those inspirational songs that you hear in church and shit. So niggas try to forgive him, but for that first tape, because they say he was innocent, he was framed or whatever you fucking want to call it. But nah, man, I ain't fucking with that nigga at all.
All right, so you said the Kanye approach, like I can't fuck with none of Kanye music.
No, it's different. Like Kanye, like
no, I'm talking about for me.
See, I don't. Okay, politically, he can fuck with Donald Trump. I would still listen to his music or whatever. But it was the shit where he said, that the fuck did he say?
Slavery was a choice.
Yeah, when he was saying that shit, like then I was like, I mean, I can't fuck with this. I can't fuck with this nigga music, man. Whenever he come out with that Yandi, like it was supposed to come out, the summer. It was supposed to come out a couple months ago. I can't fuck with it, man.
Hope got him on Pushback Records.
So
Ebony said that. Hold on. Ebony said that.
And some never. No, but some people say just keep it to the music and not But to me, the artist is a part of the music that he creating, and I'm all about being you. And then if I was a rapper or some shit like that, like I'm not gonna be a character, nigga. The shit that I say is shit that I do and how I think. So to me, nigga, I don't care how good of music you made in 2002, 2003 when I first heard it and I was in love, this and that. But like as a person, like I can't even rock with you because I don't even fuck with rappers like that. That's on some fake shit. So
exactly.
That's what, I can't fuck with it.
So that's where I'm at with the Kanye thing is like whatever your political views. That don't have nothing to do with me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you sound like an idiot, like you know what I'm saying? Like that's how I can't rock with you, is because like all the stuff before that you portrayed to be you, nigga, that was the people, that was your team around you, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, that was Rom Fest and all them niggas, like you know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't you, you know what I'm saying? This is you, and your music been trashed for the last couple years, you know what I'm saying? And you saying wild, ridiculous stuff, like that's why I just can't rock with this at all.
All right, the wild, ridiculous shit that you were saying before, like. you know, I am the culture. You know, I was like, okay, I fuck with this nigga music. Like I think he one of the best. Like, okay, like I can agree with that. But now it's like when you talking about some real shit and it ain't that ain't on no music type and you sounding crazy out here. I don't even care about your mental illness, whatever. Like that's not even an excuse. There's plenty of people who have mental illnesses that's not out here.
You got to go to work every day and don't be flipping out, or
they just not out here saying like crazy, outlandish stuff that I just can't fuck with that nigga. I'm tired. I don't even want to talk about this nigga no more.
Yeah. So anyway, back to Kels. Like, so MJ, who is a LSIW, whatever, I don't know the letters. She said
she's certified. That's what you need to know.
Yeah, she said it didn't start off with sex. It started off with promises.
Mm-hmm.
Most cases in the studio or work environment. That's true. I don't even know if it's true because I didn't see the thing, but I can picture that being true. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it was promises by R. Kelly. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No promises that like all the girls have a similar thing. Either they were a fan and supported R. Kelly and have a weak mind, or that they wanted to be a star singer like R. Kelly, but also have a weak mind. And not in, whether they're 16, 15, or 35, they all had weak minds. So it was easy for this motherfucker to manipulate them into doing whatever the fuck he wanted to do. Because like if you think about it now, like what girl can you tell like you ain't eating? You tell her you don't get lunch for your girl. Like she's down there about to kill your ass for not. You give her the wrong food. You go to the store. She wants some. Let's say she wants some Ben and Jerry's caramel core ice cream, and you come back, you know, with some Ben and Jerry's red velvet. Like nigga, she is killing. Like she is throwing a fit. Like what? It's not happening with a normal minded woman, but a weak minded woman who's been abused and man. So that's what the nigga prey on. That nigga is a predator, a molester, all that shit. If the nigga go to jail, you already know. If the nigga go to jail, so
what are you gonna go to jail for?
Well, he got a case on him because he gave one of the girls herpes, and he ain't tell her that he had herpes. So nigga, that's the case.
I just don't.
And then all the other cases, like he settled out of court. We settled out of court. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, because sometimes, I mean, I ain't defending this nigga, but sometimes it's less hassle. Just pay them off. But see, but the thing I don't like is when you do pay somebody off, and then, like I said, I kind of spoke on this yesterday. Like when you do pay somebody off, and then they come back years later, like, oh, I want some more money or whatever, or I'm gonna speak up and say something. Like, they're the people that I found it. They're the people that I can't respect. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't.
But none of them doing that though. None of them doing that.
So none of
these women want money from the man.
No. Has any of these women been any of the women that he settled out of court with?
No.
None of them.
No, because he all of them signed that non-disclosure, the NDA shit, where you can't speak on, you know, anything that happened. One of them. It's only one of them that spoke on what happened that signed that shit, and she was on the shit. Only one of them, but all the other women wasn't on that shit.
Like they didn't. All the other women didn't sign the NDA.
No, they either you know escaped from the shit. They call them survivors. They survived that shit and got out, tell their story. But I mean, the nigga with like hundreds. Like, come on, at least hundreds, man. The nigga been famous for early.
Look,
30 years, man.
Like all the teenager stuff, like I'm not like that is like there's no even conversation about.
But you can't. But he's not guilty. Like you can't say that he's guilty of a crime because the nigga they were above 18 and that's how he getting away with it. Now it's like, what can you do?
Like these were grown women.
They're grown women. The only thing,
or whatever, they're grown women though.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard. Like it's hard to. You can't do nothing with that.
Just because you're an asshole, I don't know if that never necessarily means that you should go to jail for it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, just because you're running a coat, that nigga deserves everything.
I don't know if I can agree with that though. Or gag order. Yeah, I don't know. Or gag order, okay. Like I don't know, man. Like I'll be skeptical sometimes. I don't know. Like I'm not trying to. I'm not defending R. Kelly. I keep saying it. I'm not defending him or trying to justify none of the stuff that he did. But I don't know, man. I'll be skeptical that everything play out exactly how these people say. I don't know. Like they, how you always say it's three sides to every story and all this stuff. Like, and I know, and even having a track record, but never getting, like, for example, like everybody be like, oh, Michael Jackson was definitely a child molester. Like, but he never. But how many times did he get convicted of being a child molester though? None. So how, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but the reason he didn't, this nigga R. Kelly ain't get convicted because the girl and her family, they didn't want to testify. So if the main girl in this case ain't want to testify, it's like how do you convict?
Why wouldn't they want to testify? Why wouldn't you testify though?
The nigga from Chicago.
What does that mean?
Like and he got money. And then the nigga
so now he got money.
And the nigga was making threats.
Oh, so now he got money, but that wouldn't be. No, you can't have it both ways, man.
Like, come on, man.
You can't have it both.
Like, look.
Oh, you tell me R. Kelly got more money than Michael Jackson?
Nigga, no. But
exactly.
But look though. So if you had this case, right? Her best friend that was on the basketball team talking about that's her on the tape. Her aunt was talking about that's her on the tape. Mm-hmm. The other girl that was on the tape that had a threesome with the two talking about that was her who I had sex with on the tape. But the girl don't show up. Like, how the fuck you don't convict? Like, how? Like, one of the jurors was talking about, I didn't believe him because the way I didn't believe the black girls because of the way that they was dressed.
That's racism. That's just that's common racism. Like I'm not surprised at that. The white guy, yeah, it's racism. I'm not surprised by racism. Anybody that watches this show that's surprised by racism, y'all ridiculous at this point.
Yeah, man. Fuck that nigga though.
No, I agree with that. Like, I think because of Creek, like I don't rock with him as a person or none of that. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be skeptical at how all this stuff play out, especially with celebrities. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you do have so much stuff that's settled out of court or stuff that never make it to court because you settled in the dining room. Like, I'm just gonna give you this money. We cool or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
when you broke and you poured.
That's what I'm saying. To turn down. That's exactly. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't have any money. You be like, all right. So I did this. Like, I'm gonna give you 50 racks. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna talk to you no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna give you this money. We'll go our separate ways or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like it's hard to turn that down. Like, don't get me wrong. So I'm saying that he said that. Like, he did whatever he did. But she took the money. Like, don't take the money if that's the case. Yeah. I know it's hard to do when you poor, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's where my doubt come in. Like, if somebody offering you a bunch of money, you would take it instead of doing which is ultimately right, which is going to the police or reporting it or whatever. And I like I said, I ain't saying that he's innocent. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too many accusations for him to not. You know
that's what I'm saying.
Like, so I'm not saying that shit. Like, yeah. I agree, he did something, but it's hard. Like, everybody got an opinion on the shit. But like, nigga, we wasn't fucking there. You know what I'm saying? Like, these women could be lying. Like, you know what I'm saying? They could be lying. I'm not saying that they are. I'm not saying whatever. Like, but they could be lying. Like, it's an actual chance that they lying, right?
Like, like when a nigga sold his soul, his contract is up. Like, he got to pay. Yeah.
I'm just being devil's advocate, if you want to call it that. Mm-hmm. Like, all I'm saying is that it is a chance. It's a chance that these women are lying.
I'll tell you,
because I wasn't there, you wasn't there, y'all people watching wasn't there, the producers of that show, they wasn't there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you don't really know.
I'm gonna say he does have a chance. It's 99.9% that he's guilty. There's always that
0.01%
chance that.
Man, yes, exactly. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is that it's a chance that it didn't, or if he did something like maybe it didn't play out the exact way that these women are saying. Mm-hmm. That's all that I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. No, all the people that wasn't of legal age, I'm with you. That's different. Like strong mind, weak mind, under 18. I'm with you 100%. Like that's different. You know what I'm saying?
But he did beat regular women on the road.
Yeah.
And they gave up the box to him
because he's R. Kelly.
And they didn't think nothing of it. But man, if a nigga was suspected of messing with a 14-year-old girl, like why would you fuck with this nigga? Like,
I agree. But this has been around forever. And they was talking about him and Aaliyah getting married and forging signatures. They was talking about that in the early 2000s, right?
And it was proven true.
Okay. So, but then, so you telling me that was in, let's say 2000, because I don't know what year.
Oh, you talking about the Aaliyah thing?
No, I know that was in the 90s, but I'm talking about, let's say it came out, was proven, whatever, in 2000. Like, people been talking about that forever. Like, Aaliyah was, how old she was?
15.
All right, so you telling me it's been 19 years now, 18 years, 19 just started, 18 years from when it was proven to now. So this is common information. Like people know this, you know what I'm saying? And for you to still be young or otherwise, or older than that, and know that he a creep and he married a 15-year-old, why would you continue to be like, oh man, well, I'm gonna sleep with him anyway? Like, you know why? Because that's fucking R. Kelly. Like that's R. Kelly. Like you going to do that shit because that's R. Kelly, even though he's been a creep since the year 2000. Like, but people still flock to him. People still fans of his music. People still give up the box. Like people like
it could be women today that he meet on the road after they watch the shit.
And like nigga R. Kelly, like nigga, sometimes people do it for the experience. They be like, nigga, I smash R. Kelly or I let R. Kelly smash or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like women that do it, people, not just women or whatever. Like, but people be like, yes, nigga, you know why? Because that's R. Kelly.
And he gonna film that video.
Yes, and I'm gonna be famous, kind of. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's R. Kelly.
That's crazy, man. All right, let's get to this.
But then MJ said that she said some of the parents. Let me see.
He got a famous Michael Jackson song that he wrote. Like, he wrote it about one of the girls. And did I talk about this when we was at East High? No. That you are not alone. That song. He wrote that. But he wrote that to that girl. One of the girls he was, I'm gonna say it, molesting. He wrote it to that girl because she had like cancer or something like. She was sick of something. She was sick with something, and he wrote it for her.
Oh, okay. So MJ said rather if they agreed or not, it was against the law because they wasn't legal age. No, those people, I'm with you on that one. I'm not saying that at all. But not the ones on the show. So the ones on the show those were the women that were all of legal age. I'm just trying to figure out.
No, like he met him. Like let's say he met him at like 15, and then he met him. He met him when he was like 15, 16, 15, 16, 17, 18, or something like that. And my mind went completely sideways when you said that shit.
I want to make sure. It might be my phone because it be connected to the camera too.
That was good.
Right.
But yeah, they was like he met them when they were like 15, and by the time they 7 and 18, they already locked down, and it really ain't nothing. Okay. They all the way in it by then. And it was one girl. When he was going through the sex tape stuff, she was at the court, at the courtroom, talking about, he's innocent. Like, I'm praying for you, R. Kelly, this and that. And he was like, yeah, thank you. So somehow, they met each other after that, and she was over at his house, and they were like, nigga had a pool in his house, like crazy big ass pool in his house. And she went over. He told her to go, he told her to change it to a swimsuit that he had already for her. Mm-hmm. So he was like, walk like a model. So she was walking like a model. He told her to, take off her top, this and that. Then, had sex with her right then. at the pool, and she was like, I'm a virgin, this and that. But she told him that she was 18. Like, come on, like, dude. Like,
women lie all the time.
Yeah, but you got to know that's not 18 though.
No, I'm not. let me say it again that I'm not saying what he did wasn't crazy or whatever. Women lie all the time about their age. You know what I'm saying? And even that post I put on Instagram, like I said, I don't know how it was at Luther and West. Like, but you telling me you never seen some old ass nigga with a beard picking up high school chicks, like nigga, like grown niggas, like when I say grown, I mean like mid-20s picking up, even if you 17. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit happened.
Like I seen
a lot at Cleveland Heights. Like it happened a lot.
All I'm gonna say is I see niggas, graduate and come back for homecoming.
Yeah, like
the following year.
He graduated 2 years ago. What is he doing here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that.
Like niggas still got a girlfriend in high school.
That's dude. Like it, like you know what I'm saying?
Oh man, that's
it's
funny.
Crazy. It's just crazy. Like and like I man, or not even seen that at high school. But how many times as a young man did you go?
But you been fooled? Yes. How many times have I been fooled?
I've been fooled crazy once. Like crazy.
It's really I done put on like
hey,
what's up? How you doing? Whatever. And how old are you? 15. Like immediately, like I was talking to a informant, like I was on a wiretap. I just stopped talking. Like it's over with.
Yeah, I done been fooled.
Like I remember a situation.
We could do that app.
I remember
somehow.
I remember a situation. We're gonna get to these comments. It's hot.
Yeah.
But I remember a situation where, I met this young lady at a party, and talking to her. I tell her she feeling me. We holding hands and shit. Nigga, I never like kissed her or none of that shit. But I found out at the end of the party she was only 17. I'm like, what do you mean you 17? Like I don't understand. Like, you look grown, like, but that nigga, he know that that these young ladies
is young, yeah,
were very young.
Yeah, but and that's what I'm saying. Like, so how many times? So how many times have you been fooled yourself? But how many times did you go to talk to a chick and she be like, "Oh, nigga, I only talk to niggas that's what I'm saying." 5 years older than me, or I only talk to dudes that's so and so. Like, or they'll describe like I only talk to dudes that got this, and this. Like you describing a grown nigga. Like we in high school. Why would I have my own house? Like why would I have my own house and car? Like what are you talking about?
Or you can be women today that say, I only mess with older guys, and they older guys be 25 years. And I be thinking like, damn, like we the same age. So
even to this day, maybe not this day. Because you like 30 now. So like a couple years ago, like people like, I only talk to older people. And then like what you mean? Like how much older are you talking? I'm like, I'm talking. Yo, look, in full disclosure, Ev, we'll bring you on right after this, I promise. In full disclosure, it was about a year and a half ago or so now. I was trying to talk to this girl, and she's younger than I am, right? And she told me, she's like, no, like I only really talk to older dudes. I'm like, yeah, I'm older than you. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, no, she's like, you don't understand. Like my ex was 45. I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking? Like, you're 23 years old. Like, what are you talking about? Your ex was 45. Like, how? Like, what? How? Like, what are we doing? So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, that is a lie. Like, you just lying. You just told me some shit. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna reload. Like, I'm gonna shoot again. And then she's like, so like you super cool and this and that. And I like you. Like I like the conversation we had, this and that. Like, but like I just like I'm older. Like, and I'm like 45 older? Like, what are you talking about? Like, so she only talked to niggas that's old. And then like a couple months later, she posted a picture of that new nigga, and this is like a nigga that's around my age. Like, you know what I'm saying? hoes is corny. Women are corny. Anyway.
Like,
bring on
like
every day because she
here's the recipe. Here's women that are like that. Here's their train of thought. Okay, you know, he old, he got money, he willing to trick on me, and since he old, he ain't gonna be trying to
smash all the time.
He ain't gonna try to fuck the shit out of me like every day. But a young nigga that got money, it's like the nigga I can't get the money out of him without him trying to do something.
Better bring that box. Hey, better bring that box with you.
Bird box,
man.
For real.
Bring. Let's see you bring on ePIFFany J, man. She want to get on this live. I know you can do. I've seen it done.
Oh, she want to talk on the live.
Yeah, she want to join the show.
Yeah, you can create a poll.
Yeah. So you always run the computer, so you don't really, you know.
You can create a poll. We can ask people, you know, what do you guys think about this?
Yeah.
We got some shit coming because we got to find a program.
Oh man.
And we can mess with, but we ain't. You know, we gotta learn it first. We can't be rolling it out 15 minutes before the show.
For the show, yeah. We always find new stuff.
See video insights. I don't know what to press. So what did you press?
You gotta go to her. You click on her name. I think. Oh no, wait.
I click on her face. All right, so I clicked on her face.
I don't remember the name. They usually give you an option. Hold on.
Yeah, we can, you know, now introducing ePIFFany J, who's, you know, a certified therapist, and here's her insight on the situation.
LISSIW. It's a tap on the person's name.
Mm-hmm.
To invite them. Oh shit, that's Instagram. Hold up.
Or is it right click on the person's name?
Yeah. I doubt if it's right click.
Oh no. Yeah, so I press on her name. Then what?
That was IG.
Yeah, so
swipe left, you see live viewers. Select the viewer you want to go live with and tap your icon.
Hold on. What? So you can't swipe on the actual computer.
Yeah. That's
See
weird.
video insights, maybe.
That just tell you members.
But if it tell you the members, then I can be able to click on her.
The numbers. I just say the numbers up, man. R. Kelly thought it was the black Hugh Hefner, said Erica.
Worse. Hugh Hefner wasn't keeping them hostage. They was in the house chilling.
So that's the thing. Like R. Kelly can sing though, man.
Hugh he was old with money.
I don't gotta. I mean, y'all don't know. Y'all might not know the story, but Byron remember the story of how singing can get you in trouble. Singing one night can get you in trouble.
So man, I don't know.
I tell you what I'm gonna do. Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna call her up.
Just have her on speaker.
Just have her on speaker.
We got to figure out how to do that from the computer because it was easy to do from.
Yeah, I've seen it before, but I don't know how to do it. Hold on. I got you on speaker. Hold on, let me see. Because I want, if y'all can hear this in the comment section, let us know. I don't want it to be super loud. You know what I'm saying? Where it's muffled. You know what I'm saying?
If you put it in front of it, it'd be cool. Not that close, but.
God damn it.
Well, let me know when they comment because I can't.
Yeah, I
see
got
the comments somewhere.
Well, you got to control the computer. You got to scroll down so we can see the comments. Because we all know that Mr. Jones don't read the comments for shit.
R. Kelly thought he was the black Hugh Hefner. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for all the happy birthday wishes.
All right, so for y'all don't know, and I feel like this is a super bootleg version, super bootleg way to introduce. You know what I'm saying? But remember the old ePIFFany radio days when we had to do stuff like this.
But y'all couldn't see it, so it sound professional.
But yeah, so this ePIFFany J, y'all see her in the comments all the time.
Actually, I wonder can you do it from the phone?
The old ePIFFany radio days.
She part of
y'all couldn't see it. So
she part of 4 Dope Therapists that'll be coming soon, hopefully. And then she also a part of Conversations with Ebony J, currently on ePIFFany Media. So go ahead. I still don't know if people comment because Byron is bad with the computer, but go ahead.
Hey, but what did you say?
And I'm the first lady of ePIFFany Radio.
Oh, she's
ePIFFany Media.
She's the first lady of ePIFFany Media. I don't want to forget that part.
That is true.
So I just wanted to jump on real quick, because of a lot of things that y'all touched on. So for the people watching, as they mentioned, I am a licensed clinical social worker, and so a lot of the things that I'm gonna say are not necessarily opinion. They are evidence-based facts. So let's start there. Second, I am not accusing R. Kelly or defending him or anything, at all. I'm just going with the information that was put out there about him, as well as when just perpetrators, period. So the first thing I wanted to say is that I didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched the first day. But all the women that I seen, he sat back and he watched them. First off, they were all minors. I didn't see not one of them that were adults that was on the first night that it aired. And he sat back and he watched them. And he prayed just like a pimp or a predator or whatever. He sat back and he paid attention to their body. Like, he paid attention to who was shot. He paid attention to different things. And he groomed them. It's called grooming. When a predator is seeking you, he groomed it. So he began to treat them really good, and he began to learn stuff about them. And even as Black said, he shared stuff with them to make them think that he, was vulnerable too, and different things happened to him, and he's getting a bad rap. So now they have this connection, and so they're trusting him. And just like with any other predator, when you trust somebody, you open up and you do different things. And like Byron said, now you at this place where you kind of stuck. Like, nobody said that he actually held them in captivity or anything like that, like by force or anything, but it was definitely ways that he controlled them. Now, taking it off of R. Kelly, some of the things that y'all talked about high school, men messing with younger women. First off, it goes back further than, even our generation. If you really think about it, a lot of our grandparents, and especially our great-grandparents, that's how it was. Our grandmothers, in most cases, was 14, 15 years old, and our grandfathers was anywhere 18 and above. So that has been societal norm, for long before long before any of us was born. Whether it's right or wrong, that's how it's been. You know what I'm saying? Again, the problem is with situations with R. Kelly or the stuff that gets advertised, the stuff that we learn about is it's against the law. Like, even if he didn't didn't physically hold them or whatever, it's against the law. Mm-hmm. And then even with like what we said about the 18-year-olds or people in high school, for me personally, I did date older guys, but I never dated somebody out of high school.
For sure.
My limit was 4 years older than me. If you was older, then if you was, first off, for me it was a little different because my mom was a teen mom with me. So if you close to my mother's age, that's a problem. We only 14 years apart. So anything more than 4 years, you too close to my mother's age. That's first off, and that's just me. And I'm not, knocking nobody up for their preference. But I always felt like anything more than 4 years, what do we have in common? If you're 4 years older than me, that means I'm in the 9th grade, you in the 12th grade. You preparing to do adult things. What do we have in common? I'm just living my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm just now kicking it and able to walk down the street by myself for real. Like, so what do we have in common? You're 18, you're getting in a position where you're about to live on your own. Like you said, you're driving, doing adult things, and here I am still a child. So fortunately, I never had a relationship with a, older guy. Now, to be perfectly clear, I didn't play games with older guys. I didn't been in a situation where I have lied about my age, and again, not to say that it's right or anything like that, but my thing was, if I was, 14, I wanted to be 16. I felt like 16 was the magic number. So for 14 and 15, I lied and said I was 16. Once I was 16, I'm like, I'm 16. That was it for me or whatever. But so there are a lot of guys who get caught up in that. On top of a lot of girls get caught up in it. If you remember, I ain't gonna say his name, but Emmanuel, you know who Monique went to prom with. Remember him?
I do.
So when I met him, we were at the Cotton Club. So you were supposed to be 16 to get in here, but you didn't have IDs and different stuff like that. So everybody, I'm fit. I think I was 15 or 16, whatever the case was. He said he was my same age, and then his birthday was in February, so that means he turned a year. The next year older. So it was supposed to be that he was older than me. So we together for, like 2 years. And then I find out when somebody had told me, and then his mom lied for him, and everything was like, no, they lying, they did whatever. So anyway, now here I am, I'm 18, and this boy is like 15 or 16. So it happens to girls too, people lie, people, do different things. I don't know why, I do because you're a kid and kids are stupid, but sorry, I shouldn't say that out here, but
Right.
But there are a lot of things that happen. A lot of people lie, whether it's male or female. There are also always typically there's signs, because like we talked about on the holiday. If I'm under 18, I can't move unless my parents is whatever. Or like in that boy's case, his mother had other issues and different things like that, and so she would lie for him. But in most cases, a 16-year-old can't. Okay, I'm gonna put it like this: my 16-year-old can't move like no 18-year-old. You want to know why? And so a lot of times, boys very quickly get wind of that, and they have dropped off very quickly, because she will tell them, my mother checks my phone. My mother, is picking me up and dropping me off. My mother did the other day. I took her to Wendy's. A boy was trying to talk to her, and she was like, my mother right there, like, exactly. So a 16-year-old can't move like an 18-year-old. And in a lot of cases, when they're dating somebody, they're dating them on purpose.
All right.
See, I didn't know about that. It makes sense. But that's something that, I'm not a female, so that's something I can't do, as far as how it happened back and forth, or, on both sides. But I remember being a young man, and if I was telling somebody my real age, like, they would stop talking to me. Like, you had to be older or about the same age, So, so I understand it. Like, like a lie is a lie, even though. But the reason guys lie is because women need that. Like, women need to hear. I don't want to say this. Women need to hear certain things, I guess. Like I read a thing years back. It was like women wear makeup because guys are visual, and they're like, guys tell lies because like women are emotional. You know what I'm saying? So you got to tell them stuff. Even at a young age, like, I understood that, because when I would tell somebody like, oh, I'm, I don't know, 14 or whatever, they're like, oh, nigga, I only talk to niggas that's X amount of, like way older. And I'm like, but why though? Like, you're younger than I am. Like, I don't understand that. Like what you're saying is not making sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So I can see how it do work on both sides, because dudes do have, but the reason we have to do that is because, especially at a younger age, that women respond to older guys, I guess. In my experience, personally.
I agree, but also like Byron said, you have to, just like how you're saying, guys do it for a reason, girls do it for a reason too. Right? Byron mentioned a lot of times that most of those, if not all of them, have some type of issue. Just like, so as a little girl, we are conditioned to, in most cases, I won't say for everybody, but in most cases, we are conditioned to look for somebody to take care of us. When you're looking for a husband or a mate, you're supposed to be looking for somebody that is going to protect you, that is going to provide for you and those type of things. If I'm, you know what I'm saying, 18, I remember going to college at 21 and hear these 18, I'm a freshman, but hear these 18-year-olds trying to talk to me, and I'm thinking like, what can you do for me? You're 18. I already done lived on my own. I already done had a car. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm dating somebody younger, what can they do for me? But if I'm dating somebody older, this man could potentially provide for me in ways that I can't, or definitely in ways a young dude can.
Right. And to your point of saying that, like, because of that, because women are conditioned to look for guys that can take care of them and stuff, and then to connect that to your other point of how most of our grandmothers are, 10 years or so younger than our grandfathers, you know what I'm saying? Like, because, like, and that was just the culture, like Erica said, that was just the American culture of looking for somebody to take care of you. So it just so happened, like a nigga your age, like, what can a nigga my age do for me that I can't do for me? So you look for somebody older, you know what I'm saying? And but then nowadays, like, that's how it was then, but that's when women were slaves essentially. Like I don't mean like that, but I said on the last show about how women were damn near slaves
at the house
because they didn't have any rights for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? They couldn't really get in the workforce. Like, they literally stayed home and took care of their children and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, but now, like, times have changed tremendously. You know what I'm saying? Like, tremendously. Like, so that's not the case no more. But because of that, it causes, you know what I'm saying? How old is R. Kelly? Like 50 something? Mid-50s or so?
I know he was 27 in the 90s when he married Aaliyah. So I mean,
so Cuz got to be like in his mid or late 50s. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what I'm saying is that's the culture that people grow up in. That's the culture that even us are familiar with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that makes it right or wrong, but that's the culture. So before people come down on him just saying that he was doing this and this and this, put the same situation on your life and think about your family and your family history before you go on to just completely condemn this man. And I'm not defending him. I'm not saying what he did was right. Any of the underage stuff, like, even back in the day, I wouldn't have said that it was right, but that was the cultural standard at the time.
See, take it back to African cultures. Take it back to African cultures when, the woman is made to marry. She be like 12 years old, and she made to marry an already grown ass man. Already. Yeah. Like, that's how the culture. That's how the culture is.
And that's an American culture. That's in certain African countries where marriages are set up already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it'd be a prince or whatever that's in his 20s or 30s marrying like a 17-year-old.
And to them, it's perfectly normal.
It's perfectly normal because that's the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, so all I'm saying is I don't agree with what he did. I'm not saying what he did wasn't manipulative. I'm not saying none of that stuff, but I'm saying, like, think about it in your own life and your own sense before you completely condemn this man. Like, think about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that I'm saying personally.
I agree, and also clinically speaking, people know even a simple saying of hurt people, and the whole thing is that he was molested, and so when you're molested or when you're violated, your power is taken away from you, and so because of that, and he never got treated, and they didn't say he didn't, but he didn't get treated because even when his younger brother came to him and told him,
I heard that he was even crazier than R. Kelly.
He in jail.
Yeah, I heard that he was even crazier.
I'm sure, but the younger one said that he came to him, and when he told him, I had been molested, this is what happened, R. Kelly told him, no, you didn't. That didn't happen to you. They didn't do that to you. And all of those type of things. And it probably was the same family member, but what probably happened is nobody protected R. Kelly. Nobody corrected what had happened to him. And so in turn, he turned around and did the same thing to other people. Again, that's not saying that it's okay. That's not saying it's right, but that's saying that is the reality. This is what he has been, like we talk about being conditioned, this is what he has been conditioned to do. And he hasn't done it in a way that is seen as forceful. Like to him, he doesn't see, he probably don't see it as he's forcing somebody. You know what I'm saying? But he's still using his power. He's still controlling it, and he knows who to do it to. He ain't doing it to any and everybody. Because Sparkle was on there, but she also said he couldn't control me, and he didn't do those things to Sparkle. There's a lot of artists that he worked with, you know, that he been in the studio with and different things like that, and he didn't do those things to them. He didn't treat them that type of way. He didn't do that. He specifically looked for a certain type of person, like Byron, and that's what pimps do. And that's what, you know, that's what people, like I said, how people groom them. It's just so much, and like you said, like I'm not saying that he is right or wrong. I won't even say yes, I know for a fact he did all of these things, or that he didn't do all of these, because like you said, we were not there. I believe that something happened. If I believe anybody, I believe his wife.
Okay, I give you that. I agree with that. All right, man. Like we just gonna have to get you to come on the show then, and we'll have to talk about it again. Or I got a better idea, just do it on your own show.
Right, and remember, you know, if you wanna check out more of what Ebony has to offer, you know, please go to Conversation with Ebony J on Facebook, and you know she has a lot of insightful things to say on different topics. So I mean, please tune into that.
I mean, a lot of the stuff that we do here is, you know, it's opinion based. You know what I'm saying? It's our knowledge. You know what I'm saying? But
hers is
it's different when
factual.
It's different when you got licenses and you got a master's degree and all this stuff. Like, you know, that's a little bit different. So, you know, so definitely be on the lookout for 4 Dope Therapists. But in the meantime, definitely check out Conversation with Ebony J, the Facebook page. She always got like a thought-provoking question, whether it's about relationships and religion, or you know, like all type of stuff that make you think. So definitely go ahead and check that out. And Ebony J, you got something you want to finish up with?
Nope. Thanks for letting me come on. I was teaching. I was in that part driver like, they gotta let me on. So shout out to y'all. Thanks, and I'll get back in the comments.
Yeah, thanks for calling in.
All right, thanks.
All right.
So now,
do the comments before we go to the next thing, because I don't want nobody saying that we skipped them.
All right, thank you.
And I seen your mom said something that I wanted to touch on too, so definitely go to the comments.
Thank you, Mom, for tuning in. You know, I still want to talk R. Kelly thing, but I want to switch the conversation in a different direction, but still talking about that man.
This is real. I knew it was going to be a heated thing, but I didn't know that it was going to be like it was going to get as in depth as it is, or as it could be. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, like it's way different than women coming out like he touched me, he did this and that. It's like, fuck man, it's different. Yeah, you're right, Erica. He manipulated these women, especially the ones that were underage.
Of course.
All of them, but really the ones that's underage. Ain't no way a man will tell you not to see your family, of course. Like,
no, wait, so Erica, I know you kind of joined us late, but that's what I said earlier when Byron said the story about the girl that left with her family and then ended up coming back 3 days later and then actually leaving. Like once I walk into a room, like you gotta, every time I walk in, you gotta kiss my rings. You know what I'm saying? You only can shower when I say to shower, but all right, you know what? It ain't really for me. Like I'm out. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I get that not everybody would think like that, but something in your mind got to go off. Like, okay, this is not what I really want to do. This is not what I signed up for. But a lot of people stick around because they're like, all right, if I do this for a little bit longer, like R. Kelly can put me on or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like in my mind, that's how I figure. Like somebody got to be thinking like, man.
But I don't think they thinking that at the point at first. But the nigga was punching them, smacking them, abusing them. So the nigga hitting them hard for when they do something wrong, and he controlling them when they go to the bathroom, when they eat, when they sleep, when they wake up. Like, so when he around, he expect them to immediately greet him and kiss him in front of all the other women. They come up and kiss him. But when he's not around, all the women were saying that. All the women were quiet. Wouldn't speak, wouldn't say nothing. Like
when he wasn't around?
Yeah, when he wasn't around. So when
they still wouldn't talk.
Yeah, they wouldn't talk. So when the girl came to the door, when I told you the mother came and saved her or whatever, like she was really didn't want to, she was like fucking confused. Like she didn't want to speak.
That's crazy. Go ahead, finish up. My bad.
He did try to play the victim. In every way, shape, or form, especially when the accusations come out with songs. He came up with that song like, I admit it.
Yeah.
Really ain't admit shit. You know what I'm saying? But if it's in a song, like niggas fuck with it for some reason. I don't understand.
Catchy beat, you know how niggas are.
I said thanks for money for tuning in. I think I said that. And
no, your mom said it's not the norm. Let us know what you mean is not the norm, because I'm not talking about you. Like I don't know your situation. Like how old your mom and like what's the age of your mom and Bart?
I don't know. He's like 60. I'm just gonna say she's like 50.
So it's 10 years. Like so it's exactly what I said. Like you know what I'm saying?
She gonna kill me. You don't know my age.
Say my age. Yeah, I ain't gonna put you on.
No, she gonna say you don't know my age. I just know when your birthday is. Like that's
the most important. But I think I can. My grandmother and grandfather, I want to say it's almost 10 years, if not 10 years apart. Like, I'm not even exactly sure, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? But I do know that. I know that I don't want to say my real grandfather, but like my grandfather, my actual blood grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
I never met him a day in my life. Like he died before I was born or whatever. He was over 10 years or older than my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? I know that. That was the norm. Like it had to be the norm. So I don't know exactly what she's talking about. That's why I wanted to clear it up. And I could be off. Like maybe I'm off.
Mm-hmm.
So like maybe I am off. And just she said pray on the week. Let me see. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to read because I definitely want to get y'all comments in. Ebony said, Erica, I do. People don't typically do things without something happens to them. Yeah, but I mean, sometimes people are just weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? Jeffrey Dahmer's parents didn't eat nobody, but he still ate niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes people are just weird. Like, a line is missing.
My mother gonna say she's 57, but it's like
how old is
she should have just took it. Just took it. I'm 50.
How old is Bart?
Like 60, 61, probably about to be 62.
See, that's normal, not bad or whatever. Like, yes, but it's so many people that go the other way. Where your mom 57, right? So that means that I don't know. Like, 'cause I don't know how her grandma or how her mom was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know either because.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to say that she trained her to find somebody that can take care of her, mm-hmm. but statistically, that's what it was. Like, mm-hmm. Find somebody that's going to work where you can, somebody that can take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Because mm-hmm. women wasn't how women are today. You mm-hmm. know what I'm saying? Like that's all that I'm saying. That's all that I'm saying.
So, like I said,
and my dad was well. Ebony said 10 years older. I don't even know if that's true. Like, I'm gonna say this nigga was well older than my mother. Now my dad was old. He was a Cleveland player though. You know what you gotta do.
Yeah, like I said, I want to take it in a different direction. Still talking about this nigga.
But yeah, sorry. So let me say this. So Mott, tell us how old is Bart? Like, I'm curious. You 57. How old is Bart? I want to know, and then you can go ahead and do your part.
So R. Kelly. Messing with all these underage girls, and the industry is not that big, so of course these other artists knew about this shit. Now, I sent you the article yesterday. I don't know if you read it because you ain't said that. This is your nigga. So I don't know if you read it or not, but like I said, this is your nigga. So
the Dame Dash, Jay-Z?
The whole, he had that album, The Best of Both Worlds.
They had a couple albums.
Where R. Kelly, they fell out.
Because R. Kelly said niggas was pointing guns at him in the crowd. Jay-Z was like, what are you talking about? Like, What are you talking about right now?
Soft. Like, let's just tell you he was a soft nigga right there.
But wait, you the nigga that's like, oh, but you know, he's from Chicago.
Right.
Like, so he's telling me that New York harder than Chicago?
No. The niggas, I ain't never been in New York. But all I'm saying is, it's plenty of soft niggas that got people that's around them.
Absolutely.
That's about it.
You're right.
You know, that's, especially when you got money, that ain't nothing. But
That's true.
Okay, so in that article, you know, I was waiting for Dame Dash to say something about it because I'm like, you know, Aaliyah, you know, that was your love. You was with her, you know, up until she died. So I was just waiting for him to say something, and he did say something. And he said that, you know, Aaliyah was real messed up about, you know, how R. Kelly was treating her, and you know, she told him a few things, but she just really couldn't speak about it. Just like the woman that's on the documentary, like, you know, they start to talk about things, but when they get to things that really traumatize them, like they can't even speak about it.
Mm-hmm.
So here's, you know, because you know it's Dame Dash, Jay-Z, and damn, what's the other nigga name? I hate when I fuck up niggas' names, like you know what I'm saying? Even though we'd be off the show and I know who the person is. All right, but it's like three niggas who own Rockefeller or whatever. But I know who he is.
I always call it nigga Big, but not Biggie.
Yeah, Kareem. Kareem. Yeah. But anyways, so, you know, they wanted to do Jay-Z wanted to do the album with R. Kelly. Dame was like, I don't support that. Like, I'm not down with that. Like, you know the situation. Come on, you know the situation that happened with him and Aaliyah. Cause like I'm not fucking with it. But Jay-Z went and did his own thing anyway. So Dame said from that point on, Rockefeller was done. He wasn't fucking with him. He wasn't fucking with him. So he said he wasn't fucking with him. But of course, he's still on the thing, so he still got paid. But he donated all of the money to a breast cancer foundation that Aaliyah wanted to get. Like he wasn't fucking with that shit. Like how you fucking with this? Come on, that like this is my girl. Like you can see I'm in love with her, but you want to work with this nigga who molested her. I don't even say molested, but manipulated her. And I'm gonna still say molested because she was 15 years old. 12 when she met this nigga though. So I'm like, So what you think about this? What do you think about Hov? Was he just too business in that situation? But him and, you know, they went into Rockefeller as a business. They weren't friends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Dame met this nigga. He seen that he could rap.
Right.
But the nigga's style was all off and shit like that. But he could rap, and then the nigga ain't get notoriety until he battled DMX. Anyway.
So I don't know. Like, look, this like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But the reason I don't know is because, how can you say for sure? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can
you say for sure what?
How can you say for sure that? And this, but that's all right. You know what? I'll give it to you because that Best of Both Worlds shit came out like early 2000s. I never listened to it either, but the time frame was like early 2000s. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Because it came out before the Dynasty,
right? And
then the Dynasty came after that, and then the Allegations came 2002, 2003, 2004 when the tape dropped somewhere around there.
So if you knew somebody personally, damn.
But I said, they not friends. So Jay-Z was like, from a business standpoint, like R. Kelly, like he the hottest R&B. I feel like I'm the hottest rapper. Like, I mean, it makes sense.
Exactly. So I don't.
From a business standpoint, it's whatever. But like they say, it's a thin line between business and your personal life. So
that's true. I
mean, nigga felt disrespected. That how you gonna work with this molester ass nigga for an album? Like,
see, but but it's weird though. It's weird because
hey, but I fuck with that. Like Dame Dash, like, you know, some niggas think he an asshole, this and that, but I fuck with Dame Dash.
But That's now. That's Dame now. That's Dame with his personal issues out. That's Dame without Hove at all.
Mm-hmm.
But think about when they first split, though. Dame wasn't the same Dame he is now. Like, of course, you grow, you become older, all that stuff. But Dame was like spiteful Dame, though. You know what I'm saying?
Spiteful about what, though?
Nigga, because Jay-Z said, give me my masters. And Dame was like, no, we made these together. Like, nigga, we, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, spiteful, right or wrong, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you didn't make the music. Like, you set the shit up or whatever, but you, like, Jay-Z voice is on the music. Like, he wrote the shit or did it or whatever. Like, it was spiteful after the, like, why wouldn't you be spiteful? Like, if ePIFFany Media broke up, nigga, you don't think niggas would be like, that shit was fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think niggas would be spiteful about it?
I mean, of course niggas gonna be spiteful about it, but we don't know the real true story though.
That was my point.
But then you got
that was my point.
But then you got Memphis Bleak saying, you know, we're gonna play and ride. I was trying to tell him it was gonna be over, but the nigga ain't say why that he decided to you know, go with Def Jam and put out some bullshit and then become the president.
The one that
I don't want to say no bullshit, but one of his worst albums while he was employed.
But wait though, that's what everybody do. Nigga, Rick Ross said the same shit about Def Jam. Like, nigga, that what album was it? I'm never gonna find it in time.
Not Self-Made.
Whatever. It might have been Self-Made.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, look. So he never said that this wasn't my best album. Nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You dropped 2 albums in 1 year. Cause like now you on your own thing. You know what I'm saying? And Ross was like, you know, sometimes you gotta do stuff to get stuff or whatever he said. Like people do that all the time though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not completely unusual.
It's a business. They probably tell them like, all right, this album you can do what you want to do, but this album we need single. We need all radio songs on the whole album. Or nobody gonna buy that shit because it's trash.
Or even if a nigga was like, hey, you all list 3 albums. Like, so you do 1 album, you really get on, and then you do a second album, you get more buzz. And like, nigga, I'll drop another one now. Like, fuck it, I'll drop it now. And now you got your 3 albums. And now I'm on my own. I can do my own shit. Like, people do that all the time. Like, that's business. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I can't really. That's why I can't really fault Jay-Z for doing what he did, because from a business standpoint, the tours that they did for the Best of Both Worlds or Collision Course, whatever this shit was called,
or the Def Jam Rockefeller
like,
and shit.
That's so much money from a business standpoint. That's genius. From a business standpoint, that's genius.
But it's like, all right, you start Rockefeller, like Dame, all right, he's the the CEO, A&R type nigga. Found Jay-Z, who the rapper nigga, and Kareem, who can find Tyler and produce an album, put an album together, executive produce an album. And then it's like, okay, that's the perfect thing when it first started. But as it go along, you feel as though, well, Jay-Z probably feel like, well, I mean, I'm the hottest on the label. I'm making a lot of money. I think I should make more. Like, why I'm not owning my masters? So you go to Dame, if this is true, you go to Dame and you be like, well, can I own all my masters? And it's like, Dame, like, wow, like we started this together. Yeah, like,
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? You came with your $100,000, 90,000 to be exact, and Dame came with how much he had, and Kareem came with how much he had. Like, why? Like, I don't understand what's the problem. Some say Jay-Z is a snake for that shit. Some say it's a smart business move because you went to Def Jam, you became the president.
The president of Def Jam.
And then you paid Def Jam to get out of your deal. And you lost 100 stacks, and then you went to Rock Nation to make that shit back. Like these stories,
think about it.
Like these stories, like these stories is like, you know what I'm saying? He was really on his, on his grind. On the business standpoint.
Oh.
But he said,
nigga, but look.
He said, fuck the niggas who we came in the game with.
Look where he been at for the last.
Like I said, we don't know these niggas. We just going off.
Look where he been at for the last 10 years, dude. You can move, like Jay-Z can move any way, left, right, diagonal he wants to move
because he
10 years.
Yeah, because he officially owns his everything, or he's in a partnership with
everything. With Def Jam. Then he signed a shit with Live Nation.
Mm-hmm.
Like so,
broke it down to niggas on the last verse, just in case you didn't know.
Yes, this is what I'm saying. So because it is business, now you can't say definitively one way or the other, like because he must feel his way because he did this. No, it's business.
But I'm saying, do you think that was the starting point? Is Dame was like, nah, you can't get your masters because you wanted to keep it business when you work with R. Kelly. Well, I'm gonna keep it business, and you're not getting your masters for.
All right, and then I'll just smug you out, nigga. Like, then you just won't do nothing.
But then you see, Jay-Z left and Dame was hollering on Jim Jones shit on the intro.
It was.
Talking about
one of my favorite diss tracks ever was that the answer to not the Swagger Jacket, the Jay-Z did this the balling like to the balling people like that's it, nigga. That's balling. I got men lie, women lie. Numbers like Jay-Z invented the numbers. Don't like nigga men.
It's hard to come at Jay-Z because he can stun on you with the money.
Yes,
but call you. The
only time you went
you got
platinum,
a boss, he can call you a boss.
The only time you went platinum, my chain was on your neck. That's an actual fact. Like, check it. The only time you went platinum, you took a picture with my chain on.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard to come at Hov because he can really rap.
And he's a business. I'm not a businessman. I am the business.
But you know what I'm saying? I know this is your nigga, but
I'm just saying, like, that's what I'm saying. But look, this is why it's hard to decipher stuff between, industry stuff, personal stuff, and real life, what you hear and stuff that come out in the media, because nigga, we don't know. Like, we wasn't there. Like, nigga, Jay-Z might have made his mind up.
Said Dame made millions. Cam made millions.
Yes. Yes, nigga. I did that though. I did that. Nigga? I did that. Nigga,
it's hard.
Cam didn't go platinum by himself.
But when Cam came to Rockefeller and he was immediately given that high position in the company, like Hov ain't like that shit.
Cause Cam's smart though.
Look, but Hov ain't like that shit. And then Cam was supposed to be on the Oh Boy. Jay-Z did a verse for Oh Boy.
Yeah.
But then Cam took him off that shit. He said he's like, I fuck with Jay-Z, but I just ain't fuck with that verse. And then ever since then, it was friction.
Cause I'm Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
I went platinum, nigga. My first shit, everything at that time, everything besides Reasonable Doubt went platinum. Like, nigga, I'm Jay, nigga. I am that nigga. Like, how dare you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how dare you?
Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we don't know the particulars, behind what happened. But I mean, all right.
Let me ask you.
All right, if my wife's ex-boyfriend was a lame ass nigga, which
probably a lame ass nigga.
Yes, he's a lame ass nigga.
I want more details on this.
And you wanted to do
I'm about to bring her in to find out what's going on.
And you wanted to do business with him. Like, would I feel some type of way? Yes, I will. I would feel like, why do you want to work with this nigga, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like, I don't give a fuck like how good the business deal is. Like, fuck that nigga. Would you go with the business deal, or would you respect what we got? But Dame is a little bit different because they not friends.
Look, I'll make it even better for you, and then I do want to jump to the comments for a minute. Emily J, you said would things be different if he admitted to it or if he apologizes and never does it again? We talk about R. Kelly, talk about Dame. What are you talking about?
You probably ain't talking about R. Kelly for that question.
I'm assuming not, but I want to make sure. But while she answered that, I want to say, think about it, right? All right, so when Dame Dash and Jay-Z split up, who discovered Kanye West?
Dang.
Who did?
No, actually, it was Actually, it was Hov, but Hov wasn't.
But Hov was like,
but Dame was rocking with him though.
Who did Kanye leave with?
Oh,
he left with the nigga that's making the best business decision, and the nigga, like, they can't rap. Like, I'm going with the nigga that they sell records. That's who I'm going with.
Because Jay-Z leave the company over, like your best, your best asset
out of
leaves
here.
the company.
Out of here.
Cam
out of here.
The Diplomats couldn't hold it together.
Nigga, out of here. Out of here.
Like Freeway, but he couldn't. He not Hove. And the
gone.
No matter how hot the Diplomats was,
out of here. Out of here. Get these niggas trash.
I don't know, man.
Get them out of here.
Like, I wish we knew the answer to these questions, because
it's all speculation.
I wouldn't say it on the show once I found out, but there'd be some shit to talk about in private.
You see, Andrew said R. Kelly out running free and Bill Cosby locked up. But look, Angel. But look, this is where all right. So Bill Cosby admitted to some shit. So you gotta lock him up. I get that part. But R. Kelly didn't. Wait a minute. Not that he didn't do anything wrong. He haven't been convicted of doing anything.
And he didn't admit anything on.
He didn't admit to anything. And all the stuff that he's doing with women who are over 18 is completely legal. It's slime ballish, but it's completely legal.
Like, that's how he figured her out. Like, he learned, like, through it. Like, he was a veteran at manipulating. So by the time he figured out, when they 17 or 18 above, then I mean, nobody can't do nothing to save him, because I'm not doing anything. It's hearsay, he say. I mean, hearsay.
He say, she say.
He say, she say. If I punched her or I did this to her, and I'm having sex with him. I'm filming it on the camera. So his thing is, I can't be caught. You know what I'm saying?
And maybe he can't for right now. Like, I don't know.
I don't know how would he get caught? Unless somebody found the old tapes that when he was having sex with the underage girls on it. If they find them tapes, it's over.
But they found that tape though. But like, how can you confirm that they underage? And or if they do confirm, like if the girl don't come forward, then you don't have a case.
Like, they still could be one of his in his coat.
Exactly. So, but let me say this though. Like, nigga, you know.
See that? Thank you, Miss Buck, for tuning in. I know this is familiar. You see this around the house a lot. This Jack Daniels is a favorite of your husband in the house.
So you know,
it's a favorite of mine as well.
You know how I used to feel about, and look, this is me in high school, and the reason I felt this way is because I see all these girls that get picked up by grown niggas. Like by grown dudes. Dude, so look,
nigga in high school, you probably don't got a car, man.
I don't have a chance.
Like, they pull up in a car.
Dude, so look, I used to tell you all the time, and I know for a fact, because I would say recently, but until I became old, like I believe this to my core, and I still do to this day. Like when old dudes talk to young chicks, either they gay. And like they hiding something, like trying to hide, you know what I'm saying? Like it's, you know what I'm saying? Like it's easy, you know what I'm saying? So it's easier to get a girl to hide that they gay or whatever, or that they are fucking molesters. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And to this day I believe that shit. Now, as I got older, I can understand why older guys talk to younger chicks, because it's easy. Like, the shit is easy. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a car, because I have a house or whatever, like, it's easier to talk to them because they're younger. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
but that don't make it right. Like,
that don't make it right. But
that just made me understand that it's easy.
When you're 40 years old, the mouthpiece is at an advanced level. Like, even I'm 31 years old today. The mouthpiece is at an
31 really?
Yeah.
Hey, wait. All this time I was capping. I didn't know.
He said I was 30. I rolled with it because that's cool. Like, 30 sound.
I was capping this whole time.
30 sound like it's just 30. 31. That's too much. That's too much. But damn. Like I said, the 31-year-old mouthpiece is at an advanced level compared to talking to somebody who I'm gonna say 18 because I ain't even trying to feel like a pedophile.
We talking about teenage girls. Like, how old we talking? We talk about teenage girls. Like, how old we talking?
Like the nigga.
He said it's on TV. He said it's on TV, man.
Like the interviewer for that shit. the interviewer for that was on the special too, and he was like, you know, when I asked him that, I was like, wow, like I really can't believe you said that, bro. He was like, I think that they're gonna edit it out. You know, I ain't think they was gonna add that, and then they aired it, and it was on live TV.
Yo, did you see whatever nigga was in there? Did you see his face? And he said, "What? Man, what are you talking about?" Like,
exactly.
Like, what are you talking about? Now, why the fuck would you even say that? Like, nigga, say no or say 19 yes. Like be confident in your answer, but don't say. When you say teenage, like, how old are we talking?
Like a normal person would say, I mean, of course, of legal age, you know, 18 and up or 17 and up in some cases. But the dude said, when we talk about teenage, how are we talking? It's only 18 and 19. It's only 18 and 19.
And he stuttered like, when we say teenage, like, how old are we talking?
Look, it's only 18 and 19 of the teenage years, or something, or 17 in some cases. Of the teenage years, and he said, when we talk about teenage, how old we talking? Like, how old do you think we talking, man?
You are insane. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you are insane.
On live TV.
On television.
On live TV, after you got accused of making a sex tape with a 14-year-old girl, like the girl in the sex tape was 14 years old, and you really went on national TV and said, how old we talking?
That nigga said, I'm out. I'm out, man.
Like, nothing is funny about the situation, but that particular statement is.
My nigga said, don't believe the people that's fired. For that matter, don't believe the people that's hired.
Yes.
What are you talking about? Like, what are you saying?
Like,
what the fuck are you saying right now?
Like, he really sound ridiculous, man. Like, I don't like. That's why I don't. That's why he's guilty in my eyes. He ain't even went to court. That guy's guilty. Like, and in front of tape, like, first of all, you know, I don't know how old he was. I was probably like 14 or something when I seen the tape. So, you know. That was that nigga in the tape, is what I'm trying to say. So I just say when I seen the tape, I was 14. I haven't watched it since I turned 18 and up. I watched it when I was 14, and that was that nigga on the tape setting up the camera like Dave Chappelle said it best when like I seen you setting up the tape, man. Like he said it best when he said that. And yes, that was him, you know, performing those lewd acts on camera to that you know, to that young girl, which is so sad. But
all right, man, let's jump into the comments. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Like, we're not laughing at, you know, the actual. We just laughing at Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle shit was hilarious. Like,
you know,
like,
acting like he's setting up the
camera.
Like, if you see the show,
like
if you seen the show, you know what we're talking about. Like when he was acting. Oh man.
Look, if you
like, I might have to watch this tonight.
Look, if you don't know what we're talking about, I swear, man, like, go to YouTube and type in Dave Chappelle jury duty or something, nigga. Like, it's the funniest shit. Like, this nigga look right in the camera. Remember when he set up the camera? Like, so the dude like, so would you say that was Robert Kelly on the camera? Like, I would have to say it is. Like, I would have to say yeah. Remember the part where he said to the camera one thing.
Oh man, that nigga Dave Chappelle is hilarious, man.
Shout out to the guy, man.
Or when he was talking about Michael Jackson, and he like, you know, I couldn't pick out my pick for the lineup.
Yeah. He like, let me guess, it's a shaft, some balls, some hair, maybe perm,
a little bit of glitter.
Yeah, he like, that's exactly right. Nigga, me and my penis are like this. I couldn't pick it out of my head.
Who did he say who did that shit though? When they asked him a question, he was like, "Oh, he did that shit."
Whoever played Beretta on was it something Murdoch? White dude, the only white dude on the thing.
Oh yeah, he did that shit.
Yeah, Beretta did that shit. All right, so let's get to the comments. My bad, y'all. This is hilarious.
Yeah, what's the comment? Ebony said in a lot of cases, younger woman expectations or less. Spending money is easy.
Yes, no, that's exactly it. Like, because you're grown, this was my thought when I was in high school, and I'm not even kidding. I'm like, all right, you got a job, you know, so you got to do it. You got a car, you probably got an apartment or a house, and he's working. Like, so of course he got more money to spend on you than I do. Like, you know what I'm saying? So either that nigga is gay and trying to play it off by just having a young chick, or he's a fucking predator. Like that's really how I felt then and feel now. Even though, like, I know why people do it is because it's easy. Like, it's easy because you just throw some money at a chick that's young and you can have her. For the most part, not all of them, of course.
Look, man, when I was working this job, this one job, I'm sitting out in the car. The girl come out. It was a nigga in I think he was in a 300 or something. And she go out, lean over, and kiss him or whatever. So after he leave, I'm like, who was that? That was your father? He was giving a kiss on the cheek. She said something like hell no, that was that's my sugar daddy. So women know what they doing. Like it ain't like they
completely oblivious. Not
but
all women are.
These are strong-minded women that we talking about right now. But R. Kelly, he was messing with weak-minded women.
And ePIFFany J said that he watched them and he seen and he shared to make it seem like they was on even footing. And even though that might not have been the case.
He made some radio personality. She quit her job, moved in with him, and after a year she found out what it really was.
Yeah. Let me see. She said she was talking about R. Kelly or she was talking about R. Kelly, but in general, but also people in general. The world is quick to throw others away, but expect mercy and grace when it comes to them and their family. Yes. I completely agree with that. Like people should think you should always, like take the situation, remove who the people are around it, and add it to your life and see if you want to be judged or if you want the story to come out or whatever the same exact way. Like before you start condemning people, like think about it when it comes to your family and your life. You know what I'm saying? Like when people say like people like he without saying Chicago's the first stone, niggas gonna live by that. Like niggas throwing rocks. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like without even thinking about it. Like, oh, that must have happened. I was telling Angel earlier today about the not the Kim Kardashian, one of the Kardashians sisters, whoever Tristan Thompson dated.
Oh, Chloe.
All right, so then
that's my neighbor.
Well, congratulations. So anyway, so they had a whole thing with Tristan cheated or whatever, right? Nigga, how the fuck? Like, how do we know that wasn't for publicity? How do we know that all that stuff wasn't for publicity? And under at the end of the day, they went home.
Like a week later, she had her baby.
Yeah, they went home like, man, look at the attention we got now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how do we know? We don't know because we wasn't there. Is all I'm saying. We don't know.
But that, like I said, a week later that she had her baby. But
in Cleveland,
the paparazzi had pictures of him and that girl going into the hotel late at night. She put out a little mini sex tape of that. It was, and next thing you know, they still together to this day.
Exactly. Because we don't know. That's all I'm saying. We don't really know. Let me see. ePIFFany J said that was him hiding in plain view. He can argue with teenagers 18, 19, but what's the problem? Yes, he could have did that, but he didn't. He said, how old are we talking? And that's just weird. Like, that's a weird thing to say.
Right, very weird.
Like, it's just very weird. Like, he could have easily said, you know what I'm saying, 18, 19, yes. Or definitively, 18 and up, absolutely.
Like, man, like
anything.
It wasn't even like
how many
the series went in, from before his career. You got one of his you got his music teacher she was like, I had to sit down and tell him that you can't be that sexual in your music and these young girls leave them alone. In high school. You get on, you drop out of high school, you get a contract, you get on. I don't know. That man is guilty.
All right, I agree. But let me say this. Let me tell you my favorite R. Kelly story, though.
Yeah.
All right, my favorite R. Kelly story. This is a couple years ago. Hold on. And people would do anything for rating, exposure, and fame, and money, said ePIFFany J. Exactly. So people hate Tristan Thompson. Women hate Tristan Thompson. Like, how could you cheat on her and she's 9 months pregnant or 8 months pregnant or whatever? Like, all of that could have been.
He was getting booed at the Cavs game.
Like, all that could have been a ruse.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, my guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, him and this Beyonce thing No, I'm not saying that he didn't. I'm not saying that he did because I don't know.
But they turned
it into 4 albums.
Mm-hmm.
They turned it into his apology album. They turned it into Beyonce Lemonade. Mm-hmm. 444 was another apology album where it's like I'm sorry I do stuff. So all the Beyonce fans come to him. And then they had the Carter's album where they kind of still addressed it. Like they went on tour together. They turned that situation into billions of dollars. Mm-hmm. Not billions, millions of dollars of revenue. And we don't even like this shit could all be a ruse.
Right, but here's my thing. I
don't think it is, but it could be.
Like one of the writers, like she don't write her stuff, but one of the writers for one of the songs, you know, like it's one of the biggest songs. It sounded like she talking about him on the record, but she said, I wrote that song, and I was talking, like the writer of the song said, I wrote that song because I was talking about the labels. Like I'm just sitting here, like not doing nothing. Like what the fuck is up to these labels trying to? Like she wasn't even talking about a man. Like she's talking about a corporation.
That don't mean shit to fans.
But that's what I'm saying. She
ain't right here. It gotta be about Jay-Z.
Yeah, Beyonce said like I want songs that talk about this and this, and the writers go write it. And she probably wasn't even talking like nothing in her songs was talking about anything specific. Yep. But you already know.
And the key part is that they still together. Ebony J just said it. They still together. Yeah. So all of this stuff. This is what I'm saying. Like this is why I don't like reality television and all this stuff because
that's written.
It seems real, but it's either written or everything is scripted. And these people that are reality television stars, their life is scripted. Like you can make so much money off of a fake thing. Like rappers beef. Like have fake beef because they think it's going to help both of them sell albums. Like it's not even a real thing. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I try to preface people for saying like, look, I get it. I understand it. I see what it appears like, the media, blah, blah, blah. But like, we don't fucking know. Like, we don't know. I don't I don't know Tristan Thompson or Khloe Kardashian, and I don't put shit past none of them. I don't know these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for you to just like, Tristan is a fucking monster. Like he's a fucking animal. Maybe. But also they could have been like, we need to drum up some shit. Like the Kardashian show is slowing down. We need some controversy. I don't know. Like, I don't watch this. I don't fucking know. But they could have been like, it's slowing down. Or they could have been like, Chloe's storyline is slowing down because she's pregnant. We need to drum up something. Oh, Tristan cheated on her.
And he was in a club. They had the video from the club.
Come the fuck, dude. You watched that video? You watched that video, right?
Yeah, when he was in the club.
What the fuck? How do you know, guarantee that a person's going to sit right there and just watch a broad, like, rub on the nigga dick? Like nigga, the angle was, it was dead on, like our camera. It was dead on. It was dead on. It wasn't like some shit back in the day where, like, you got a security cam on the other side of the club and you can kind of see some shit, but it's dark and there's lasers going on. Like, this shit was here. Like, it was here. It wasn't that 1080p like we got on our cameras, but it was here though. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, come on though. But it could have been. He could have been cheating, but we don't fucking know. Like that, I would just wish people would think about it before they just say something or act like, because we don't fucking know.
Hey, but that nigga, we don't know, but that nigga R. Kelly is guilty.
He's guilty of some shit. Absolutely.
No, that nigga is guilty of messing with underage women. That's a fact. That nigga is guilty of being on some like weird, some weird shit. That nigga is guilty.
So Ebony J said because it's relatable but not real. Yes, these like people that sing songs and stuff are storytellers. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people that they telling stories and stuff. She said, let's not forget T.I. and Tiny. Yes. Like, they still together, kind of.
They still making money.
They still make them. They got a TV show that they changed the name of, and now they drummed up more business. And for a minute, like, when she was fucking with Floyd, like, that's all niggas was talking about. Me and Ebony J went back and forth 1,000 times.
The nigga ran up on Floyd.
Yes.
Professional boxer.
Yes. And from what I heard, but I don't know because I wasn't there, nigga that hit Floyd twice. Didn't get hit, and then Cuz went on social media like, nigga said I got hit. Like Like, you know, I fucked up my hand a little bit. Like, saying I got black eyes. Like, where they at though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cuz said that. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of that shit might not have happened. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But we already know what happened for real. One-on-one.
That's in a boxing match.
Oh yeah, in a boxing match.
But in a street fight, like niggas don't know. Like nigga, you don't know. Niggas don't.
But Floyd might get took up top.
Look, that's what I'm saying. Like, look, you could be Mike Tyson, but if I come in that bitch and hit you with a tire iron, like nigga, you just another nigga that got hit with a tire iron, like that nigga. Now I'm about to tee off on you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a street, it's a fight. Like, fights are different than sanctioned boxing. Man.
Right. If Floyd knows simple wrestling,
then now that's an advantage.
If you know how to sprawl, like Floyd he can survive. He can keep it on his feet, throw hands.
But clearly he don't. He won't find Conor McGregor.
No, like I'm talking about simple. How to defend a simple shoot.
How do you know T.I. didn't take wrestling in high school? Like niggas don't know.
Nigga was in the trap.
Nigga was selling drugs. Yeah, that's
nigga was playing no sports.
He might have scooped a fiend or twice, once or twice. Like, I don't fucking know. But I'm just saying, like, we don't know.
All right. There's a lot of marketing tactics. For example, like, you know, if you go back and listen to, I'm just going example. You go back and listen to Jay-Z's music. Let's start with Ether. You know, in that word, in that song.
That's Nas, by the way.
We're not gonna talk about. I know what you're saying.
You said
I said Ether. Well, if you go back to Jay-Z's The Takeover.
Hard.
I mean, just Ether popped in my head for obvious reasons, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But like, if you listen to Nas and if people get tired of it talking for 2 hours, like it's only so long they can listen.
I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm sorry.
If you listen to Jay-Z's Takeover, like he says a word that rhymes with maggot in that song, right? So fast forward, you know, to what's the album? What's the album that he came out with? That got Tom Ford and all that.
Magna Carta.
Yeah, Magna Carta. So he come out with Magna Carta. You listen to the song Tom Ford. Now, if you don't know Tom Ford he's a designer.
Oh, Pop Molly.
I rock Tom Ford. He's a designer. But Tom Ford is a gay man. Okay, so I don't pop Molly. I rock Tom Ford. Okay, but in this song, he says, you want this?
Yes, nigga.
He says, y'all only flagging on beats. Pardon my laughter. I happen to think you sweet. In the same song, in the chorus, where he's talking about, you know, I don't pop Molly, I rock Tom Ford, and Tom Ford is a gay man. I'm not going to explain what sweet means, but if you know, you know. All right. Now, fast forward to 444. Mm-hmm. You know, he has a song where he's talking about his mother. You know, she came out as gay and how it affected him and this and that. And he wins an award for coming out and standing up for that.
It's a hot song.
Hove, like how I recently said, who said a word that rhymes with maggot, then called people sweet in a song where the hook is talking about a gay man or wearing a gay man's clothing line. Like, he had to clean that up just in case, because he knew what time it was. That's why I say he's smart. Like, I don't care what nobody say. That nigga is smart as fuck, man. On the business side, like, come on. They gave this man an award, but Kevin Hart.
Nigga, so since you said in 2011, like.
Right. But we talk about like he actually said that probably the most derogatory word you can say.
And look, and
to a gay man.
And all Kevin Hart said was, he's like, any nigga that can. He said, any man that can stick a chicken wing in his mouth and pull that bitch off clean, nigga, is gay. Like, nigga, I don't care what you say. Like, you gay. Like,
hey, but that's some shit that you say around your friends.
Yes.
Niggas don't think about
funny
it.
As shit. Like,
that's where he really got on. Like, he was on, but he wasn't on.
That's funny.
Like, he wasn't 100%. Like,
he's a comedian. Like, that's funny as fuck.
Funny, but just because you typed it out in a form that's not built for comedy per se, you're not on stage.
That's how the time it was though. It's Twitter. Like, it's Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter used to be real funny. Now it's serious.
Now it's so look. let me ask y'all this in the comments. Like, you know, like, of course, I'm not going to deliver it how he did or whatever, but he said any guy that can put a chicken wing in his mouth and pull it out clean is gay. I don't care what anybody say. Like, that's funny. Look, hey.
Like, but if you think about what he's saying, do you know what you have to do to put a chicken wing in your mouth and take it out clean? Like, what nigga that you know sitting at the barbecue that put a whole chicken wing in his mouth and that bitch came out all bone?
Dude, I get it.
Sorry for my language, but
I get it.
You know, I'm not saying anything.
I'm not saying nothing wrong with being gay or none of that stuff, but that's fucking funny. Like, that's funny, though. Dude, if a nigga sat right here, nigga sat right here, right? Look, and I know how to eat chicken wings, and I always like even the one with the two bones. Like, nigga, I know how to take the bones out. But if a nigga put like think about it though, like a nigga put the fucking drumstick in his mouth and pull that bitch off clean, like nigga, like maybe, maybe.
See, here's the thing though.
Hey, look, shout out to Ebony J. What girl can do that? Exactly. So that nigga must be gay.
But here's my thing is, okay, you okay, like we was talking about, I don't know, 2-3 shows ago, we was talking about Louis C.K. saying, I'm a nigger, this and that. That joke is a racist joke. But let's say Gary Owen can say a black joke, and that shit is actually funny because it's true and it's not offensive, right?
Yeah.
But if you try to say, I can't say a gay joke, I can't say no, you can't say any gay jokes because all of it is offensive.
Yeah. Fucking crazy. Get out
like that don't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying?
Especially being, first off, First Amendment, bitch. So like, I'm gonna say something else, but Ebony J watching, so I ain't gonna say it. But First Amendment. So I'm gonna say it again. First Amendment. So leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't tell me what I can and can't say. Like, First Amendment. I'm allowed to say it, so I'm gonna say it.
Right, and I feel like what I'm saying, it's not even. Let's say I'm not saying any maggots or any other of those offensive words or anything like that. I don't have any problem. I don't have any problem with anybody who chose that lifestyle at all, male or female, or anything. You know what I'm saying?
And with the fucking message you sent me earlier.
What are you saying?
The screenshot you sent me, did you circle with some?
No, I circled you that because remember a few shows ago I said that word, but then you know what I'm saying? Like I told you, like
that's them though. It's acceptable to them.
Yeah, I said that that 4-letter S word that I was unaware that I couldn't say. You know what I'm saying? So I sent you screenshot like this is my proof.
Oh, nigga, I said this shit on ePIFFany Radio. Like I said it. I'm like, nigga, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure. Would you smash? Be one. Would you smash?
No.
You know her too much though. Like y'all.
I would smash, but I wouldn't smash. But when you met her,
when we first met her in ePIFFany Radio, would you smash?
No.
I probably smash.
Because I know you, and that's
your
style.
I don't give a fuck. I probably smash. Anyway, everything can be perceived as offensive to someone. You're right, Ebony J. Like you're right. That's why here. This is why I love this. I don't know, this platform we have is because this is one of the only times where we can say shit and feel exactly how we feel without any repercussions. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because this is how we feel, this is our opinions. Like, this is if you don't like it, you don't have to listen. You know what I'm saying? This is why I love this platform that we have because of that. And anybody that's this is about to be a shameless plug. Like anybody that's interested in stuff like that, like man, like let us know. Like, we want content. Like we got to go for the therapists on the way. And even if that don't materialize, we got Ebony J, conversation with Ebony J, which is dope. Like that's you don't get an opinion there, but you also gonna get trained licensed therapy there.
Mm-hmm.
This is just our opinion. This is two niggas that got chemistry that we just do whatever we feel like doing. Like, man, we don't come on here with topic. Like, we kind of said we are gonna talk about R. Kelly the other day, but I didn't know we were gonna take up the whole show. That's kind of good. Ebony J tuned in or chimed in. Like, that's amazing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if y'all got some content that y'all want to talk about, y'all need a platform. Like, absolutely hit us up and let us know.
Most definitely let us know.
We need that. We appreciate that, and we will take from your content. We won't take your content, but we'll take from your content and talk about it on our show or whatever.
All right, you got your own thing. Man, you can do whatever you want to do.
Look, ePIFFany Media is so dope. Like, we want people that don't think the same way as us, but we also want to be able to talk about it. Like, so when I see you and you be like, for example, somebody messaged me and they was talking about like gay rights and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know, like, shit don't bother me at all. Like, I have literally nothing to do with it. But if you had a subject with like, do gay people deserve this or whatever, and I had a disagreement or whatever, like, I feel like I should be able to talk about it because this is our show and this is what we do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But that's not to discredit you. Like, so but let's say you come on the show or you do your show or whatever, and then y'all want to, and then you want to talk about whatever, and I'll be like, cool, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't agree, but when I see you in person, I want to be like, good show. Mm-hmm. Like, I fuck with your show. Like, you had a good message or whatever.
Yeah, we at the 2-hour mark. Erica, you said we should talk about politics.
Look,
that shit is gonna be one-sided, and it's it's just a bad road to go down.
No, actually, look, if y'all got a couple minutes to spare with us, I want to fuck with it because actually the very first thing we had, like, somebody asked us to talk about was about politics and the government shutdown. We never got to it. Erica, tell us what you want us to talk about. Like, we'll talk about right now before we head out. Like, just let us know what you want to talk about.
You better hurry up because I got tacos to eat and I got to go to the bathroom.
Whoa.
Only work for so long. Only work for so long.
Fucking.
You can talk about You can talk about politics. Sure, I don't fuck with Trump. The government shutdown. Niggas not getting paid. Like, people chilling at the parks. I wish I was at Yellowstone Park right now, kicking it. I can see all the geysers and shit. Like, I wish I was in the Appalachian Mountains kicking it right now for free. I wish I was at the Grand Canyon. That's what I gotta say about government.
Look, I like snorted Jack Daniels, like shit burning the fuck up my nose. That's funny.
Bad. Like, for real though, for Nick, like, I wish the nigga was really was at like Yellowstone Park and kicking it, but I had to have an Alaskan on me.
Oh.
Like, you see what happened to Leonardo in the movie?
Never
seen that?
Yes.
Oh, you seen it?
Never will that happen.
Alaska.
Oh.
Like, I might have 2 Alaskans on me.
Shout out to Ruger. Yo, if Ruger want to send us anything to test out, please.
T&E, please.
T&E. Please. Shout out to Ruger. And nigga, you see one at the gun show?
What? Oh, Alaska? It's heavy as fuck.
Dude, it's only this long though. Like, it's this big. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's putting down elephants. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You don't want to get hit by that. All right, but look, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank everybody who wished me a happy birthday. And on your own.
She said, your mom said, talk about how you feel about having a relationship with God. A relationship with God. Let me see. Patricia Ann Hill said nephew. I'm assuming that's for you.
Oh man! So like I was saying earlier, you know, really talking about politics is going down the steep road. Talking about religion is going down the steep road as well. So we got to get out of here. You can call me on my jacket if you know me.
Hey, Ma, I got you. We'll definitely talk about God and relationships.
Yeah, we most definitely had that conversation. Not today.
I promise you next week we'll have a relationship conversation about relationships with God. Tune in. Definitely, I promise you.
That's gonna be on Sunday. That's gonna be a dope conversation.
I mean, It might get heated, and y'all might not fuck with us ever again. You might disown.
Yeah,
you might disown your own son.
You gonna have the people that's talking about like, you know, I'm atheist or I'm a Scientology. I don't fucking know. You might have those people that come out too, and that's good too. You can believe whatever you want to believe in. I'm believe what I want to believe in. I don't care. But we out because I got shit to do.
We gotta eat white rice. Like he didn't want brown. He didn't want brown rice.
Nah, I ain't want to do health. I ain't want to do the healthy stuff.
When
I want bleaching my rice.
When you go white all the way, huh?
Hell yeah, white chocolate, nigga white snow, nigga white everything. But we're gonna see y'all next time. Salute to the city on your own.